everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They're halfway home, looking good, at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And
we got this.
Back here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. It's our time. It's our time.
The first carry now, it's Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Pistol hits Johnson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
65.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Covering about 82 yards on the punt return. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
25-yard
Let's go.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. First possession resulted in a punt. What does Mr. Davis predict for possession number 2?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they had down in their play sheet. Because most teams start with that script, so-called script. Got things they want to do. Some of those plays are used to probe, and some of those plays are used to attack. I think they're going to try to attack on this possession.
Let's see what happens. Will they attack? It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? The exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield. Getting ready to blot out the sun.
Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Let it go.
On second down, it's Johnson. They're still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. They're going to try to throw on third down, and that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Here's Sam Martin now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Scrimmage and driven backwards.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the boot.
Winston gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
And the shovel pass to the running back goes for no yardage, but they used to call that the Utah pass, made famous by Coach Cactus Jack Curtis and his quarterback, Lee Grosscup.
That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they need to convert on 3rd and 13.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun, Winston. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did they do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not to start there.
Let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice.
Let's go, son.
They're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Johnson's got it complete. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? The other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. I think he might be off to the races.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. He's coming. 5-0. Let's convert. Kill. Tighten up. Time to go.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, they'll take that all game long.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Let him go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
You and I talked right here, about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Winston throwing complete to Mike Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
25 the mic. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Wait.
Out.
Wait, stop.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Boom!
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Off the play fake. Winston. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's put that team on the Bucs.
Even.
Check 24. You go tight. You got tight right there. Big air.
Let him go.
To throw is Winston. Open is caught it. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch QB draw.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Ready. White 25.
50. Check my 50.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
I'm going back to you.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Gilbert, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers take on
That touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We get a glance at Duke Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter has 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. All of it's there. Being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw out the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I don't think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White leading the surge there as he drops it for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Who got 17?
Go.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to play for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It's been a good first half so far. Up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. This is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them come back? Continue to run your offense. Don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Check. Lucky.
Blitz. Second and 9. Winston. He completes it to Evans. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's it, baby.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. But he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Green, triple team.
There you go, play action. Winston. He's going to fire this thing deep right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has Winston's pass. Complete to Austin Seferian Jr.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field
Ready?
is
You
reversed.
ready?
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification. You go right, sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag in play, you could be costing your team a timeout.
That catch good for 5.
Don't be mad.
Third
Don't be
down.
mad. When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
22.
The Bucs on third down.
Let's go.
They've been
Check
near perfect.
check
4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
Familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to his own blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ringo.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jameis to throw it. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Andy Isabella, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver, already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over.
Again, what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back in one drive. You're not. but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Hold up.
From the 31, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's almost closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Well, he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know he feels like he's right on the verge. That's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
This is taken at about the 14. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jameis Winston and company heading back on the field now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes. No interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they feel really good about how they're playing.
Young Trip is here, baby. Young Trip is here.
Now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
25 the mic. Watch the run. Flip it.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Winston toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one here, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here we go.
Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick swing. On 1st and 10, Winston. He finds his target, it's Evans. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Come on now, let's go.
The game there on the catch and run.
I don't know about you, but I feel like there's a little extra juice when you see Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans early, and when they do it often, this team is really energized.
Evans at 6'5", those long arms, it's so tough to defend.
And he surprises you with how fast he is because he looks like he's just loping along, and all of a sudden you're 10 yards behind him, and Jameis Winston finds him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
All day, every day, any day.
Standing by in Orlando on our stats and scores and games in progress, as well as score. And he's got it! End zone touchdown, Tampa Bay! 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
You got to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and an in-Twitter touchdown for the Bucs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown.
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm preaching patience. You got to take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays.
It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. He finds his man Johnson. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Get ready, get ready.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for their offense.
Now Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack
The
left,
Cards
baby.
going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Let's get some penetration. Under 10. 10.
Murray now. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Oh, you got deep? Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
From the gun, 3rd down, Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
And that's caught inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Let's go, let's go! Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we got games like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Get him,
We're going to
boy.
get a timeout.
Get him,
Here's
boy.
we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check pass. Check pass. Check 50. Check 50.
Check.
Let's go.
Play action now. Winston. This one caught by Isabella. 15 yards as Tampa
Good
Bay
work,
picks
boys.
up
Let's
the
go.
first.
Let's go.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Winston now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
5-0. Let's go.
Here's Winston. Evans has it left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. And another Winston to Evans connection. Mike Evans, he didn't play football until his senior year in high school. He was such a good basketball player down in Galveston, Texas. But I think he's happy he picked football up.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. I would have loved to have been in those conversations. The head basketball coach, the head football coach. Since it was high school, maybe it was the same guy. You never know. And said, I need this guy out on the field. It's worked quite well for him. And Jameis Winston's so happy to have him on his squad.
And they've got the lead in this one because of those two. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Watch the flat motion. Pop.
Again, it's Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can take anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No. Off.
Wait.
Shots do get the play off. Now Winston. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Even.
Watch the run. He's checking. Crack.
Come on. Sunday.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you get a lot of play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're really excited to see.
Ready ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
He can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You better be ready next time.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Four down.
Now it's carry for Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stick him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball.
Here's Murray. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he didn't pick up the end zone. This week you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but he's playing really well.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's 2nd down.
Go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike's 3, Timothy. Where's that up?
Here's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
You're all mine, baby. Easy. Hey.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
Green, Timothy.
What we got? Hey, 25.
Buzz.
25's the mic. Hey, pick your game up.
Let's go.
Winston. He's got Evans. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Let's go, folks.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's get this.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Ready.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Mike's 50, Mike.
Let's go.
Jameis again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass.
Ready.
That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Switch it. Come on.
Hey, stop. Let's go. Sonic. Easy. Hey.
Motion. Hey, 26. We're going 25's the mic. Hey, tight. Hey, 25's the mic.
Let's go.
They'll throw it in. They can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because he was covered way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra
Let's go,
point,
baby.
field
Let's go.
goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. They're pretty clinical now, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Murray. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try. All right, I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that leads to the incompletion.
To throw, it's Murray. And a catch made by Johnson.
You got it! You got it!
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Winston out to throw on 1st down. Safarian Jenkins has it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up the 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Wide, 66, bullet, high.
Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. In the middle of the field.
He's going to have the hook up to Izzo.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go, let's go.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they're rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Safarian Jenkins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after the catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from the 1st down.
Stopped him in his tracks. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
We got 25 to match. Check. Let's go.
And he gives this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right there.
No gain on the play there. Second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and
Ready.
go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Let's get that ball right here.
Throwing out second down. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from. He said, I know how to do that, and that's what he did.
He's not going to get me.
And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or if they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas on the line in order to bring this one home.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Intentional
Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Wait, that's...
Looking out of the gun. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver is able to dot the I with both feet.
Matt Gay for the Buccaneers field goal.
So the call stands. Tough now. They're out of challenges. Do you like the amount of challenges they have in the NFL?
I do, because I think it brings a little extra strategy into the game about a head coach trying to determine when is the right time before the challenge flag, or maybe I let that one pass because I might need it later on in a bigger situation.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
There we go.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now for the work he's getting.
Now left side on the swing pass. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Let it go.
On second down, there's Murray. It's Williams on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throw once more on 2nd and 10. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around it and try to look at.
Here's the throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9.
You don't want no problem.
Second and about a
You don't
yard
want no
to go
problem
for
from
the
me.
first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Running from the ground, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Keep playing hard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one right up the top.
There's no reason to lighten up now. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Second and 5 now. Murray, the quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to make things on that respectable. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
We played to win. Let's go.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? How many defenders finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season. That's it. That's what you want. Straight in, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 9 at the 27-yard line. They run with it. It's Kelly, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Hey, alert 3.
Again, it's Kelly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion.
Easy work.
That is going to be a story
It's
we'll
coming
talk
again.
about after this one. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now, field is running back. And he gets this only to the 41.
That's it,
Near
baby.
enough for the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense off the offense. Now it's their turn to take it down.
Let's go.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they'll start the drive to the ground. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
4 down.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Murray going to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Double tight. Hey. 4 down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Double tight. 4 down. Check. Set up.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.